Antiques and Jeremy till 4 in the afternoon. Sing along if you know the words. If you don't know words, sing along anyway. It'd be funny for the people around you. When my mother came in, said it's wearing pretty thin. Son, you better get a fucking job soon. Well, I went onto the internet to see what jobs I could get just to keep my mother satisfied. But with my degree in aviation, for every single occupation, I felt somewhat overqualified. Then I saw in the corner of the screen, someone had sent a message to me, and they put certain characters in bold. I cried tears as I read every single word they'd said. All of my problems were solved. I said, don't worry, mother, 'cause I got this email from the prince of some country somewhere. Says black and never fail, I give him all my bank details and he'll make me a millionaire. Next morning I was so excited I pissed myself and tried to hide it. I had pound signs gleaming in my eye. Well, I went on down to Savile Road to buy myself a suit of gold, but they only had silver in my side. I thought, what shall I do with all this money? Oh Lord, wouldn't it be funny if I bought myself a brand new limousine? So I went down to the limousine shop in Manchester. And I asked the salesman, what's he doing? He just stood there staring back at me. He said, I'm sorry sir, we're closing down. No one afford limousines in this town. I'm broke, I'm bankrupt till I sell my kids. I said, you don't sound like you're from Manchester. And then I said, don't sell your children. I think I can save them. Come on up, fucking look at this. I said, don't worry, Mr. Salesman, 'cause I got this email from the prince of some country somewhere. Says black and never fail, I give him all my bank details and he'll make us both millionaires. Well, me and the limousine salesman are whistling Dixie at this point. He was telling me about his upbringing he was actually from Glasgow originally, and then he moved down to London for a couple of years, and he spent the last sort of 5 years living in Manchester. That's why I explained his dodgy accent. I said, that's an interesting story. And then suddenly out of the blue, we saw ourselves a hippie or two, and they were protesting about the war. We followed them down to number 10, Trafalgar Square, then back again. Not back to Manchester, back to number 10. And then we started banging on the door. We said, come on, Teresa, speak to us. We're tired and we're pissed off. Some of us are moving to France, if we can. And finally she showed her face, and after her in second place was Boris Johnson on his Game Boy Advance. I said, how you doing, Boris? What level are you on? He said, level 4. I said, what game you playing there, Boris? He said, virtual being a spineless, lying waste of human fucking space. I said, you don't have to play the virtual version of that, Boris, that's what you are. And then from the crowd, there came a shout, and everybody turned to look. And in the middle of the humdrum was Theresa May's mum, standing there, shaking her hood. She said, Theresa, what are you doing? The country's in meltdown. I'm buying all my niggas from Primark, and I used to get them from VHS. Back in the good old days, the people are writing, the high streets are empty, everything's going to shit. And Brexit's a waste of fucking time and money. For some reason, Theresa May's mum sounds a bit like Boise pussy from only forcing horses. I don't know why that is. Anyway, Theresa May looked at her mother across the crowds who accumulated outside her house at number 10. And she said, "Don't worry, I got this email from the prince of some country somewhere. Said his plan can never fail.